You say you want a partner, but half the time, what you're really looking for is someone to perform a role. See, whether we admit it or not, most of us walk into relationships carrying an unspoken job description. Men are expected to lead, provide, protect. Women are expected to nurture, submit, support. Even if we don't believe in gender roles, those expectations still live in our subconscious. And if they go unmet, that love starts feeling like a letdown. Now let me tell you about Dion and Ayana. Dion made good money, took care of the bills, never missed a beat. But he wasn't emotionally expressive, didn't talk much, didn't open up. He thought his presence was enough, because in his mind, providing was love. Ayana, on the other hand, cooked, cleaned, supported his dreams. But she wasn't really affectionate, didn't affirm him. And when he struggled, she got cold, because in her mind, being soft was a reward for security, not something you give just because someone needs it. They were both doing their part, but not from a place of connection, from a place of condition. He expected peace. She expected protection. He wanted nurturing. She wanted leadership. They didn't build a partnership. They built a silent contract based on roles they never discussed out loud, and both walked away feeling unloved, when really, they just didn't know what love actually looked like without the script. And eventually, it cracked. They stopped laughing. Conversations got short. Affection turned into obligation. One night, Ayana finally said it. "I feel like I'm holding you down, but you don't see me." Dion sat quiet for a minute. Then he said, "I feel like I give everything I have, and it's still not enough." That was the first real moment of truth. Not roles, not rules, but real needs. She didn't want a provider. She wanted partnership, presence, comfort. He didn't want submission. He wanted softness, encouragement, a safe place to feel. They had been so busy trying to be what they thought love was supposed to look like. They forgot to ask what love actually felt like to each other. So they started over, not as strangers, but as students. They took walks with no phones, just questions. What does support look like to you? When do you feel most loved by me? Dion started writing his feelings in notes, not long texts, just truths. Ayana started learning how to respond with warmth, even when she was tired. They created weekly, real talks. No pressure, just presence. They practiced listening without defending, and slowly, they stopped performing love and started experiencing it. Dion and Ayana didn't learn those roles from their parents. Nobody sat them down and said, "Here's what a man should be. Here's what a woman should do." But they still carried those expectations, because that messaging is everywhere. It's in the songs. It's in the tweets. It's in the group chats and the podcasts. It's when a woman says, "I'm not going 50-50 with no man. He need to pay all my bills." It's when a man says, "I need a woman who's submissive, one that listens. Don't talk back." See, statements like that, they sound personal, but they're really projections of a bigger narrative, one that says a man is just protection and provision, and a woman is just softness and submission. And even when we say we're independent, we still subconsciously crave partners who perform those roles. So we end up searching for someone who fits the script, instead of someone who fits us. That's what Dion and Ayana were stuck in. They weren't doing it wrong. They were doing what the world told them love was supposed to look like. But to build something real, they had to unlearn what they absorbed from the outside and relearn what they needed on the inside. Because love isn't about fulfilling a job title. It's about understanding a person's heart. When you stop hiring for the role, you finally make room for the relationship. This is the quote room, where words wake minds. Some things don't need a reaction, just reflection. Just a few thoughts I had on my mind.